This is your daily English conversation practice. You don't need a partner today, because I'll be your partner. You will listen, you will speak, and you will grow. Chapter 1. After you wake up. Every morning is a small beginning. When you open your eyes, the world starts again. You can decide how you begin your day. You can start it tired, or you can start it full of energy. Today, let us practice speaking English with the first moment of your day. I will ask you a question, and you will answer with me. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about being perfect. Just listen, repeat, and speak. The more you speak, the stronger your English voice becomes. So, here we go. What is the first thing you do after you wake up? Say it slowly with me. What is the first thing you do after you wake up? Think about it for a moment. See yourself in the morning. What happens first? Here is my short answer. I drink water. I drink water, that's all. Simple, right? Now, let's make it longer. The first thing I do after I wake up is drink a glass of water. Let's say that again. The first thing I do after I wake up is drink a glass of water. It feels clean. It feels fresh. Now let's make it sound even more natural. When I wake up, I sit on my bed, stretch my arms, and drink some water to start my day. It helps me feel awake and ready. When I drink water first, my body says, "Good morning, let's begin." Now it's your turn. What is the first thing you do after you wake up? Speak out loud. Don't whisper. Speak as if you are talking to a friend. You can pause this video if you need more time. Ready? Begin. Good. Maybe you said, "I brush my teeth." Maybe you said, "I check my phone." Or maybe you said, "I stay in bed for 5 minutes and think about my day." All are great answers. There is no wrong answer. What matters is that you speak. Every time you say your words, you train your mouth and your mind to work together in English. Now let's make your answer a little longer. If you said, "I brush my teeth," you can add why. I brush my teeth after waking up because it makes me feel clean and fresh. If you said, "I check my phone," you can say, "I check my phone to see if there are any new messages or calls." If you said, "I stay in bed," you can say, "I stay in bed for 5 minutes to plan my day in my mind." See how it grows? A few small words can make your sentence alive. Let's try again. Say your answer again, but this time make it longer. Add why or how. Add how you feel. I give you 15 seconds. You can pause if you want more time. Nice. Maybe you said, "I go to the window and look outside. I like to see the morning light." Or maybe you said, "I open the window to feel the fresh air." That is beautiful English. You are not just answering questions, you are describing your world. That is how you learn to think in English. Now I will give you a few more examples to help you. When I wake up, I take a deep breath and smile. I say to myself, "Today will be a good day." Or, when I wake up, I stretch my arms and legs before standing up. It helps my body wake up slowly. Or, the first thing I do after I wake up is thank God for another day. You see, you can say many things. Every sentence tells a small story about you. If you want to make your English sound more natural, focus on the small details. Don't just say, "I wake up and brush my teeth." Try to say, "I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I make a cup of tea and sit near the window." Describe the small things. They make your English sound real and human. Now repeat after me one last time. When I wake up, I drink some water. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I look at the sky and take a deep breath. I feel ready for a new day. That is one full, natural paragraph in English. If you practice like this every day, you will start to speak without thinking. You will feel that English lives inside you. So keep practicing this question today. Ask yourself in the morning, what is the first thing I do after I wake up? Change your answer every time. Add new words. Add emotion. Add feeling. English grows when you speak it again and again. You are doing great. You are learning with your own life, your own story, your own voice. And that is the best way to learn. Chapter 2. Sounds around you. Every place has its own sound. Right now, around you, something is making a sound. Maybe it is the wind. Maybe it is a clock. Maybe it is your own breathing. Even silence has a voice if you listen carefully. Today, we will speak about what we hear. This helps you use your senses in English. When you describe sounds, your language becomes alive. You start to connect English with your world. So, let us begin together. Say this slowly with me. What do you hear right now? Again, what do you hear right now? Feel the question. It is small but deep. It connects your mind to the present moment. Here is my short answer. I hear birds. I hear birds. Simple. Now let's make it a little longer. I hear birds outside my window. I hear birds outside my window. That is a full sentence now. Clear and real. Now let's grow it even more. Right now, I hear birds singing outside my window. It is a soft and peaceful sound. I can also hear a car passing by. The morning feels calm. That is how you build English. You start small, then you grow your words like a tree. Each time you add something new, it becomes more real. Now it is your turn. What do you hear right now? Say it out loud. Do not just think it. Speak it. Give your voice to the language. You can pause the video if you need more time. Good. Maybe you said, I hear my family talking. Or maybe you said, I hear music. Or I hear rain. Or I hear nothing. It is quiet. All are perfect. You cannot be wrong here. Every sound is different, and every sound tells a story about your world. Now let's make your answer a little longer. Add some details. For example, if you said, I hear music, you can add, I hear music from another room. It is my brother playing guitar. If you said, I hear rain, you can add, I hear rain outside my window. It makes a soft sound. It feels peaceful. If you said, I hear people talking, you can say, I hear people talking downstairs. They are laughing and having breakfast. See how adding small details makes your English sound more natural. Now, say your answer again. Add more feeling. Add more life. Imagine you are telling a friend what you hear. I give you 15 seconds. You can pause the video and speak. Excellent. You are doing great. When you speak about what you hear, you are not only practicing English. You are also practicing mindfulness. You are becoming aware of your world in another language. You are connecting your brain, your voice, and your feelings. Let's practice more examples together. Listen carefully. I hear the wind blowing softly through the trees. It sounds relaxing. I hear footsteps outside my door. Someone is walking slowly. I hear the ticking of a clock. It is slow and steady. I hear my cat purring near my chair. It makes me feel calm. I hear my computer's fan making a soft hum. I hear life happening around me. When you describe sounds, you can also describe how they make you feel. Try this. I hear rain, and it makes me feel sleepy. I hear children laughing, and it makes me smile. I hear traffic, and it makes me tired. I hear the ocean, and it makes me peaceful. You see, English is not just about what you hear, it is also about what you feel. Now it is your turn again. Close your eyes for a moment and listen. What do you hear? Maybe it is the sound of a car, the wind, or your own breathing. Describe it. Tell me what you hear and how it makes you feel. Speak slowly. Repeat your answer twice, once with short sentences, then with longer ones. Here is an example. I hear a fan. It is spinning fast. The sound is soft and constant. It makes me feel cool and relaxed. That is a perfect answer. You can do it too. Keep repeating your answer until it feels smooth. Every time you say it, you build more confidence. You learn to describe your world in English. using your own voice. Now repeat this after me one last time. Right now, I hear the world around me. I listen to every sound carefully. I hear life in English. Beautiful. Remember, English is not only something you learn, it is something you live. The next time you walk outside, listen to the world and describe it in your mind in English. Say what you hear, and you will start to think in English without trying. That is how you grow. That is how you become fluent. You do not wait for a classroom. You live your English with every sound, every moment, every breath. Chapter 3. Bedtime Routine. Every day has a beginning, and every day has an end. The way you finish your day is as important as the way you start it. When the sky turns dark and everything becomes quiet, your body and mind start to slow down. You feel the tiredness of the day. You remember what you did, what you said, and what you learned. This is the time when you rest, but also the time when you can speak English softly and calmly. Tonight, we will talk about your bedtime routine. The question is simple but powerful. Say it with me slowly. What time do you usually go to bed? Again, what time do you usually go to bed? Good. Let's practice together. Here is my short answer. I go to bed at 10. Say it again. I go to bed at 10. Good. Now let's make it a little longer. I usually go to bed around 10 p.m. Say it again. I usually go to bed around 10 p.m. Now let's make it sound natural and full. I usually go to bed around 10 p.m. I like to sleep early because it helps me wake up fresh. Sometimes I stay up late if I have work or if I watch something interesting, but I try not to. That is one natural, beautiful answer. Simple and real. You do not need big grammar to sound natural. You need honesty and rhythm in your voice. Now it's your turn. What time do you usually go to bed? Say it out loud. Don't be shy. You can pause this video and take your time. Ready? Go ahead. Good job. Maybe you said, I go to bed late at 1 a.m. Or you said, I sleep early at 9. Or maybe, I do not have a fixed time. My bedtime changes every day. All are good answers. You see, there is no wrong answer here. What matters is that you speak. When you speak, your English wakes up even when you are about to sleep. Now let's grow your answer. Add a reason. For example, I go to bed late because I like to watch movies at night. Or, I sleep early because I have to wake up early for work. Or, my bedtime changes because I study in the evening. You see, small reasons make your sentences more complete. Let's try another version. I usually go to bed around 10, but sometimes I stay up later if I am not sleepy. I like reading a book before I sleep. Beautiful. Every word adds life to your English. The more you connect the sentence to your real life, the more powerful it becomes. Let's practice together again. I usually go to bed around 10. I like to sleep early. It helps me wake up full of energy. Sometimes I watch a video before sleeping, but I try not to stay up too long. Great. That is one full paragraph. Now it's your turn again. Say your answer one more time, but make it longer this time. Tell me what you do before bed. Maybe you brush your teeth, read a book, or listen to music. Maybe you pray, journal, or scroll through your phone. Describe it. Let the words come out naturally. Here's how I would do it. Before I go to bed, I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I check my phone one last time. I like to read a few pages of a book before sleeping. It helps me relax. When I feel sleepy, I turn off the lights and close my eyes. I think about my day and feel thankful for it. Then I fall asleep. See how calm that sounds? When you describe your evening in English, it becomes soft and peaceful. The words flow slowly like your breath before sleep. Try to imagine your own routine and describe it in English every night. You do not need to memorize. You only need to feel what you say. Now repeat after me one more time. I usually go to bed around 10. Before I sleep, I brush my teeth, check my phone, and read a little. I try to think positive thoughts before closing my eyes. I feel calm. I feel ready to rest. That's it. You did it. You have just practiced another part of your daily life in English. This is not only language practice, it is life practice. You are teaching your brain to live in English. When you describe real things, you remember words faster because they come from your real world. Tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself again in English, what time do I usually go to bed? Say your answer softly in the dark. Tell yourself what you did today. Thank yourself for trying. You are learning, you are growing, and you are doing something amazing. You are building a life where English is not only a subject, it is a part of your story. Chapter 4. Things you carry. Every person carries something every day. Sometimes it is light, sometimes heavy. Sometimes it is only an object, and sometimes it is a memory or a feeling. The things you carry show a little part of who you are. They tell small stories about your life. Today, we will speak about what you always carry with you. It is a simple question, but it helps you speak naturally in English, because you already know the answer. You do not need to imagine, you just need to describe what is already part of your life. Say this slowly with me. What do you always carry with you? Again, what do you always carry with you? Good. Feel the rhythm of the question. It starts soft and ends strong. When you say it clearly, your tongue learns the sound of natural English. Now listen to my short answer. I always carry my phone. Say it with me. I always carry my phone. Easy, right? Now let's make it a little longer. I always carry my phone and my keys. I always carry my phone and my keys. Great. Now let's make it sound more natural and full. I never leave home without my phone, my wallet, and my keys. I need them every day. Sometimes I also carry headphones or a notebook if I plan to stay out for a long time. Now it's your turn. What do you always carry with you? Look around. Think about what you take when you go out. Speak out loud. You can pause this video if you need more time. Good. Maybe you said, I always carry my bag. Or, I always carry a bottle of water. Or, I always have my student ID in my pocket. All these answers are great. You are speaking about your real life, and that makes your English stronger. Now let's grow your sentence. Add one reason. For example, I always carry a bottle of water because I get thirsty easily. Or, I always carry my notebook because I like to write my ideas. Or, I always carry my phone because I need to stay connected. Do you see? When you add a reason, you sound more confident and natural. Say your answer again, but this time add more. Add when, why, or where. For example, I always carry my headphones when I go to work because I like listening to music on the way. Or, I always carry my umbrella in case it rains. Small details like these turn simple sentences into fluent ones. Let's practice together. I always carry my phone, my wallet, and my keys. They are important because I need them every day. I also carry a small bag with tissues, a pen, and my ID card. When I travel, I carry my passport and some cash. Everything I carry has a reason. You can repeat this or make your own version. Now it's your turn again. Say your answer out loud. Add more sentences. Talk about what you always carry, why you carry it, and how it helps you. Speak slowly. Feel each word. Let your voice move naturally. Very good. You are learning not just English, but also how to tell a small story about your life. The next time you go outside, look at the things you carry. You can talk about them in English. You can say, this is my phone. I use it to call my family. These are my keys. They open my home. This is my notebook. I write new English words in it. This is how you live in English. Let me share another example with you. I always carry a small book in my bag. When I have free time, I read a few pages. Reading makes me calm. It also helps me learn new words. I also carry my headphones because I like listening to English podcasts. They make my time useful. Even when I am waiting or walking, I am still learning. That is how you build an English life. Now repeat after me one last time. I always carry what I need. I always carry my phone, my keys, and my wallet. Sometimes I carry my notebook and my headphones. Everything I carry helps me in my day. Perfect. You did it. You just described your own life in English. Every time you do this, you become more confident. You learn to connect English with your real actions. You start thinking in English without effort. So next time you pick up your bag or put something in your pocket, speak in English in your mind. Tell yourself, I'm taking my phone, I'm carrying my keys, I'm ready to go. That is daily practice. That is how you train your mind. Every small object becomes a small lesson. Every sentence becomes part of your story. You do not need a classroom. You only need your world, your words, and your will to keep going. Chapter 5. Learning something new. Every person is learning something. Maybe you are learning to speak English. Maybe you are learning to cook. Maybe you are learning how to live a better life. Learning never stops. It is something that makes us grow. It gives meaning to our days. Every time you learn, your world becomes a little bigger. Today, we will talk about what you are learning right now. It is a beautiful question because it connects your daily effort to your dreams. Say it with me slowly. What are you learning right now? Again, what are you learning right now? Feel that question in your mind. It is not only about a subject, it is about your life, your journey, your growth. Here is my short answer. I am learning English. Say it with me. I am learning English. Good. Now let's make it a little longer. I am learning English to speak more confidently. I am learning English to speak more confidently. Now let's make it full and natural. I am learning English right now. I practice a little every day. I watch videos. I repeat sentences. And I try to think in English. It is not easy, but it is fun. I feel proud when I understand something new. Now it is your turn. What are you learning right now? Say it out loud. You can pause this video if you want more time. Good. Maybe you said, I am learning how to cook. Or, I am learning how to play the guitar. Or, I am learning how to drive. All of these answers are wonderful. You see, learning never ends. It does not matter how small your step is. What matters is that you keep going. Let's make your answer a little longer. Add more details. For example, if you said, I am learning how to cook, you can add, I am learning how to cook because I want to eat healthy food. Or, I am learning to play the guitar because music makes me happy. Or, I am learning how to drive because I want to travel by myself. When you add reasons, you make your English sound full and personal. Now say your answer again, but add more emotion this time. Feel proud of what you are learning. You are doing something for yourself, and that is beautiful. Speak slowly, clearly, and with energy. Here is my full example again. I am learning English right now. I study a little every day. I watch videos like this one. I listen carefully. I repeat sentences. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. I want to speak English confidently and share my ideas with the world. This is how you practice English and life at the same time. You use your real experience to speak. You do not only memorize sentences. You live them. You feel them. Now let's try a few more examples together. I am learning how to manage my time better. I am learning how to be patient with people. I am learning how to stay positive when things go wrong. You see, learning is not only about school, it is also about life. When you speak like this, your English becomes more meaningful. Let's practice one more version. I am learning how to cook simple meals. I watch short videos and try them at home. Sometimes I fail, but it is okay. I learn something new each time. I feel happy when my food tastes good. This is how you build natural English. You connect your words to your feelings. Now it's your turn again. Say your answer one more time. Tell me what you are learning right now. Add what you do to learn it. Add how it makes you feel. Take your time. You can pause and speak freely. Great job. You are learning more than just English right now. You are learning courage. You are learning to express yourself. You are learning to be confident. Every time you speak, you are teaching your mind that you can do it. Now repeat this after me. I am learning something new every day. I am not afraid to make mistakes. I am proud of my progress. I am growing with every small step. That is true. You are growing. Every day you give yourself one small moment to learn. You become better. You may not see it now, but it is happening. The more you speak, the more your brain connects English with your real life. One day, you will realize that English is not a subject anymore. It is a part of who you are. So keep learning. Keep asking yourself this question. What am I learning right now? Speak your answer again and again. Say it in the morning, in the evening, in your heart. Because the truth is simple. The person who keeps learning never loses. You are that person. Chapter 6. Happiness and Fear. Every person carries two strong feelings inside: happiness and fear. They live together in our hearts like two old friends. One makes you smile, the other makes you quiet. Both are part of being human. You cannot live without them, but you can learn to understand them. And when you talk about them in English, you learn not just new words, but also new ways to see yourself. So today, let's speak about happiness and fear. Let's describe them in simple English and with real emotion. Let's start with happiness. Say this slowly with me. What makes you happy? Again, what makes you happy? Good. Now listen to my short answer. Music makes me happy. Say it with me. Music makes me happy. Now a little longer. Listening to music makes me feel happy and calm. Say that again. Listening to music makes me feel happy and calm. Now the full natural version. Music always makes me happy. When I feel tired or sad, I put on my headphones and play my favorite songs. It helps me relax and feel better. That is one beautiful answer. Real, simple, true. You see, the power of English is not in big words. It is in real feelings. Now your turn. What makes you happy? Say it out loud. You can pause this video if you need more time. Good. Maybe you said, spending time with my family makes me happy. Or, watching funny videos makes me laugh. Or, cooking food for my friends makes me smile. All are wonderful answers. Now let's grow your sentence. Add a little more. For example, spending time with my family makes me happy because I feel loved and safe. Watching funny videos makes me laugh and forget my stress. Cooking for my friends makes me proud when they enjoy the food. See how your English becomes alive when you add small details. Now let's practice one more version together. Playing with my pet makes me happy. I like to watch him run around and do funny things. It always makes my day brighter. Perfect. This is how you connect words to your emotions. You speak from the heart, not from memory. Now let's move to the other side of feeling. Say this slowly. What are you afraid of? Again, what are you afraid of? Good. Now listen carefully. Here is my short answer. I am afraid of heights. Say it with me. I am afraid of heights. Now make it longer. I am afraid of heights because I feel nervous when I look down. Now the full natural version. I am afraid of heights. When I stand somewhere high, my legs feel weak and my heart beats fast. I try to stay calm, but I always feel better when I come back to the ground. Now it's your turn. What are you afraid of? Speak it clearly. You can pause if you need time. Maybe you said, I am afraid of spiders. Or, I am afraid of flying. Or, I am afraid of the dark. Good. You are honest, and honesty builds confidence. Fear becomes smaller when you talk about it. Now make your answer longer. Add what happens when you feel afraid. For example, I am afraid of spiders because they move fast and surprise me. Or, I am afraid of flying because I do not like when the plane shakes. Or, I am afraid of public speaking because I get nervous when everyone looks at me. You see, you can describe fear in many ways. You can even add how you deal with it. For example, I am afraid of flying, but I still travel because I want to see new places. That is courage in action. Now try again. Say your answer one more time, but make it bigger. Add what happens, add how you feel, and add how you handle it. Speak slowly and clearly. Excellent. You are not only practicing English, you are also practicing self-awareness. You are learning about yourself while you speak. That is the real purpose of language, to express what is inside you. Let's repeat some examples together. Happiness and fear are both part of life. Music makes me happy. Family makes me happy. Learning something new makes me happy. Heights make me afraid. Darkness makes me afraid. But both feelings are teachers. Happiness teaches you to be thankful. Fear teaches you to be brave. Now say this after me. I am thankful for what makes me happy. I am learning from what makes me afraid. Both help me grow. Both make me strong. You see, you can turn every feeling into English practice. When you are happy, describe it in English. Say, I feel happy because the weather is nice. When you are afraid, describe that too. Say, I feel afraid because I am trying something new. Speaking your feelings helps you control them. It also makes your English natural and emotional. Every time you talk about your emotions in English, you grow inside and outside. You become stronger. You become more honest with yourself. You become fluent in more than one language, the language of words and the language of life. So keep practicing these two questions. What makes you happy? What are you afraid of? Say your answers every day with new words, new stories, and new courage. Because English grows when you live it. And when you speak your truth in English, that is real fluency. Chapter 7. Dreams and Reflections. Every person carries a dream inside. It can be small or it can be big. Some dreams are clear. Some are quiet, waiting for the right moment to be born. Dreams give direction to your days. They help you move forward when life feels heavy. They remind you who you are and who you can become. Today, let's talk about your dreams in English, because when you say your dream out loud, it becomes more real. Say this slowly with me. What is one thing you want to do this year? Again, what is one thing you want to do this year? Good. Feel the question in your heart. It is not just about plans. It is about hope. It is about what you really want from life. Here is my short answer. I want to travel. Say it with me. I want to travel. Now let's make it a little longer. I want to travel to another country this year. Say it again. I want to travel to another country this year. Now let's make it sound full and alive. This year, I want to travel somewhere new. I have been working hard, and I want to take a break. I would like to visit Italy. I want to see new places, meet new people, and try new food. Traveling helps me feel free and alive. Now it's your turn. What is one thing you want to do this year? Speak it softly but clearly. You can pause the video and take your time. Good. Maybe you said, I want to learn English better. Or, I want to start a new job. Or, I want to save money and buy a car. Or maybe, I want to become healthier. All are beautiful dreams. Every dream starts with a small sentence like this one. I want to, and then the rest follows. Now let's grow your answer. Add more reasons. For example, I want to learn English better because I want to talk to people from other countries. Or, I want to start a new job because I want to help my family. Or, I want to buy a car because I want to travel with freedom. When you add reasons, you make your dream stronger. Now say your answer again. This time make it bigger. Add more feelings. Add the picture of your dream in your mind. Imagine it as you speak. For example, I want to learn English better. I want to speak fluently and confidently. I want to express my ideas without fear. I imagine myself talking to people easily, smiling, and understanding everything they say. When you speak like this, your dream becomes alive in your words. Here's another example. I want to travel to Japan this year. I want to see the cherry blossoms. I want to walk through the quiet streets and eat local food. I want to take photos and learn about the culture. I have always wanted to visit, and this year I will try to make it real. That is how you talk about your dreams, not just with words, but with heart. Now let's reflect together. Dreams are not only about the future, they are also about who you are becoming. Every small action you take today builds your tomorrow. When you practice English, it may feel small, but it is a step toward a bigger dream, the dream of speaking freely, thinking clearly, and living confidently. Now repeat after me. I have dreams, and I believe in them. I am working for them every day. I am not afraid of slow progress. I am proud of every small step, because small steps create big change. Beautiful. You are not only learning English here, you are learning how to believe again. Every time you speak about your dream, you remind yourself that it is possible. You tell your brain that you are moving forward. You tell your heart that you are strong enough to make it happen. Now, one last reflection. Look back at your week. What have you done that made you proud? Maybe you practiced English for 5 minutes. Maybe you learned one new word. Maybe you spoke one sentence aloud. That is progress. Celebrate it. When you celebrate small progress, you create motivation to continue. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine your dream. See yourself living it. Hear yourself speaking English clearly. Feel the happiness inside. This is your future, and it starts with your voice today. Say this after me one last time. My dream is alive. My words are growing. My heart is learning. I will not stop. I will keep going. I believe in myself. That is the voice of someone who is becoming fluent not only in English, but in life. Thank you for practicing with me today. You spoke, you learned, and you grew. Remember, fluency is not about perfection, it's about progress.